They called him the new face of Hollywood, a rising star with a powerful voice. But in one single night, Jussie Smollett's world came crashing down. An alleged attack turned into a shocking scandal, a lie so audacious it left Hollywood speechless. Now we're peeling back the layers on the shocking truth behind the headlines, revealing how a star's career imploded and what happened when a lie became a life sentence. A meteoric rise to the top. Before the firestorm, Jussie Smollett was on top of the world. He was the breakout star of Fox's hit show Empire, playing the beloved character Jamal Lyon. His talent was undeniable. He could sing, act, and captivate audiences, earning him critical acclaim and a massive fan following, but his influence went far beyond the screen. Smollett was a vocal advocate for social justice, a public figure who used his platform to speak out on important issues. He was a symbol of hope and progress, and the industry saw him as untouchable, an icon in the making. But what was happening behind the scenes would soon make his on-screen success feel like a distant memory. His private life was about to become a public nightmare. The night the story broke, on January 29, 2019, news exploded across the globe. Jussie Smollett had been attacked in Chicago. According to his account, two men wearing ski masks assaulted him, yelled racist and homophobic slurs, tied a noose around his neck, and poured a chemical substance on him. The story was everywhere. Hollywood rallied around him. Celebrities, politicians, and fans flooded social media with support, and many saw the incident as a stark reminder of the hate that still exists in America. The narrative was simple. A black gay actor was a victim of a violent hate crime. The public outpouring of sympathy was enormous, and for a short time, Smollett was the face of a movement. But as the police investigation got underway, strange details began to emerge, and the narrative the public had embraced was about to be turned upside down. The shocking turn of events. Chicago police were determined to find the attackers. They scoured surveillance footage and interviewed dozens of people, but something wasn't adding up. The two men Smollett described couldn't be found anywhere. Then, in a twist that seemed ripped from a movie script, police tracked down two brothers, Abel and Ola Osendero, who had been captured on surveillance cameras near the scene. They were initially suspects, but during questioning, they flipped the script completely. They told detectives that Smollett had hired them to stage the entire attack. The news sent shockwaves across the country. The brothers provided a detailed account of their plan, from a dry run a few days earlier to how they bought the rope and the caps. They even testified that Smollett was frustrated about his pay on Empire and had hoped the staged assault would lead to higher wages and public sympathy. The man once hailed as a hero was now a suspect, facing allegations of filing a false police report, the fallout, and a dangerous game. The moment the allegations surfaced, Smollett was publicly shamed. His role on Empire was cut, his reputation was in tatters, and the celebrities who had rushed to his defense went silent. The city of Chicago hit him with 16 felony counts, but in a shocking move just a few weeks later, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office dropped all charges against him. The decision sparked a massive public outcry, with many feeling that Smollett had gotten away with a serious crime. The mayor of Chicago called it a whitewash of justice, but that wasn't the end of the story. A new prosecutor, a new investigation, and a new set of charges were just around the corner. A second chance, a second fall. The state's attorney's office's decision to drop the charges led to an independent review and a special prosecutor, who began a new investigation. In February 2020, Jussie Smollett was re-indicted on 6 new felony charges for disorderly conduct. He maintained his innocence, but the new charges meant he would have to face a jury of his peers. The new trial was set to take place almost 2 years after the initial incident, bringing the painful memories back into the spotlight. The question on everyone's mind was, could he escape the long arm of the law twice? The trial and the final verdict. The trial began in November 2021. The prosecution laid out a meticulous case, presenting the damning testimony from the Osendero brothers, who recounted how Smollett orchestrated the entire fake attack. They detailed the script he had given them and even pointed to evidence of a payment. Smollett took the stand in his own defense, sticking to his story and attempting to discredit the brothers. He even offered a different explanation for the payment he made to the brothers, claiming it was for a fitness plan and nutritional coaching. But his testimony didn't sway the jury. After a week of powerful and at times explosive testimony, the jury took less than 10 hours to reach a decision. Jussie Smollett was found guilty on 5 of the 6 counts. The man who had once been a symbol of truth and justice was now a convicted felon, sentenced by a judge damaged by the public. On March 10, 2022, a judge sentenced Smollett to 150 days in jail, 30 months of probation, and ordered him to pay over $120,000 in restitution and a $25,000 fine. The judge criticized Smollett, calling his actions a crime against the people of Illinois. Smollett went on to serve 6 days of his sentence before he was released pending an appeal. His career, once brimming with promise, is now in limbo. He maintains his innocence, but for many the public image of the man who cried wolf has been cemented. This case serves as a dark lesson on the price of fame, the weight of public perception, and the incredible speed at which a star can rise and then fall.